Welcome, hockey fans, inside Skellefteå Craft Arena in Skellefteå, Sweden, as we get set for tonight's matchup featuring Skellefteå and Djurgården in game number 4 of this semi-final matchup of Eriksson, Hedda, and Petterström, which will start, as they have been very effective as well, as the captain Petterström faces off against Marcus Leung for the opening face-off. And now we are underway as Skellefteå will play this one softly into the Djurgården zone from the corner. Taking off the puck there was, Petterström, as this puck finds its way around to the half boards. Djurgården controlling, he'll blow a tire in the corner as Lund can't move it away. Eriksson with the sharp angle attempt, jamming away at it. Djurgården able to cover up for the stoppage early on here in the first frame, and emotion already seeping into this one as both series, that one against the one with the Redhawks and the Lakers, of course, very emotional game yesterday. And this one has been physical and chippy all the way through as well. Expect that to continue right up until the bitter end, as doesn't really matter who you're playing against in the playoffs. When you see a team as much as you do in a playoff series, there's definitely bound to be some bad blood. And this face-off, after a bit of a scrum in front of the net, will come to the left of Adam Riedeborn. And now Johansson will be waved out of the circle. Skellefteå sending this one back to the line. Long shot right on Riedeborn with the save. Rebound given up out front as he'll get it back to the top of the circle. That shot also wide of the net. Now Lindstrom coming away with it along the end boards. Over to Oscar Moller. Moller in the corner, pinned against the boards there by William Lagesson. As Lagesson takes Moller down hard in the corner. Toss to the ice, Lagesson trying to recover. He'll take Lindholm down as well. Moller still battling, however, as this one finds its way to the top of the circle. That shot finds its way on target. Rebound given up. Couldn't get the wraparound opportunity out front, but he will draw a penalty. And I believe this is going to be a tripping call going against William Lagesson as Par Lindholm went down behind the net. And so right away, Skellefteå will get a man advantage with less than a minute elapsed here in the first frame. I believe it's going to be that right there. It either might be a hooking call or probably a tripping call, I would think. Either way, 2-minute opportunity here for Skellefteå early on, and this is a good way to start it for them if they're able to capitalize. Face-off, however, or puck, however, will be sent the length of the ice to start. That's center ice. This one will be lifted behind the net. Hard check along the end boards there, and coming away with it is Tom Nielsen, who throws this one around the boards and all the way back into the Skellefteå zone. So good start to the penalty kill for Djurgården so far. Skellefteå in their own zone. Moller retreating behind his own net with 45 seconds elapsed already in the man advantage. He'll start out the other way. Moller leaves the puck behind at center ice, and Djurgården take it back. Short-handed Marcus Leung with the long shot wide of the net. Par Lindholm collecting in his own zone. Puck stood up on him there, but he's able to send it behind the net now to Jonathan Pudas, as Pudas will work it back the other way. He'll send this over to his defensive partner, who carries through the neutral ice into the offensive zone along the left side. From the corner back to Pudas. Pudas over the top of the circle, winds up, takes the shot, and that one just wide. As Pudas will recover along the boards, he'll fire this one down into the corner. And now back to the top of the circle. That one gets poked away from Moller and out to neutral ice as there's Axel Johnson. Fjallby can't catch up with it as Skellefteå turn it back into the offensive zone. Jimmy Eriksson, now Par Lindholm. Lindholm controlling back to the line to Moller, who has been out there for the entire power play opportunity so far. Pudas playing this one over to Lindstrom. That top line of Moller, Lindstrom, and Lindholm, in fact, have been out there the whole time. Moller lets the shot go. That hits a body out front, deflects over the glass. It came off, I believe, Par Lindholm, looking for a redirect out front, and so this faceoff will come out to the neutral ice. And there you see a nice save by Riedeborn. Just getting a piece of that one to send it wide. Face-off in the neutral ice now. As this one is controlled by Djurgården in their own zone. They'll slap this down the length of the ice with just 13 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Skellefteå maybe with one last rush up the ice with the man up. before we're back to 5-on-5 action. However, stripped of the puck, and now Djurgården will work it back the other way. As this one will get fed in deep by Alexander Falk. And coming away with it now, Sebastian Olsson, who plays this to the far corner. Almost given up in the offensive zone there, but he'll have to take it back, and they'll work it back the other way. Top of the circle, Tim Soderlund centering out front, but a good poke check breaks up that opportunity. Back to the line. Not able to hold it in as Djurgården will take it back and send it out to neutral ice. But now back into the offensive zone. Wingerly with the shot right on, and Riedeborn with a nice save, and then Wingerly gets run over into the net. That'll draw a crowd, but the linesman right there to break up any potential scrum, as they'll want to keep this game in check early on. But a big giveaway in the offensive zone that comes off the shin pad of Wingerly, who turns on the Jets, and with Hogstrom bearing down on him, just able to chip it on net. Riedeborn with the save, and then Hogstrom sends him hard into the net there. .421 elapsed here in the first frame. And here's some highlights from game number 3. That shot by Marcus Leung, an absolute laser beam, beats Lindvall top corner on the power play. And that was his 10th point of the playoffs to tie him with Par Lindholm. Face-off coming to the left of Riedeborn as Lindgren will play this one in deep all the way around the boards to the opposite half boards. As this one gets chipped to the far corner, Gustav Posler there trying to collect. Lindgren pinching down low. Now this one will be played behind the net for Hogstrom. Now coming away with it is Patrick Lund. Lund, cross-ice pass right to Leung. Leung into the offensive zone. Over to Lund. Patrick Lund out front for Posler. But a good little stick deflects that puck right to Johnny Ordio, who will hold on for the stoppage. Well, that would have been a nice little passing play between this line of Lund, Leung, and Posler, as Leung returns it to Lund after a beautiful outlet pass. But puck never found its way to Posler, unfortunately for Djurgården. Face-off coming to the right of Ordio as the Davidson brothers out there for Djurgården. Marcus not able to win this one back as Pudas will play it out to neutral ice. Tipped out of the air there by a high stick, I believe. Yes, it will be a high stick, and so this face-off will be in the neutral ice. And Emil Hughes back in the lineup for Skellefteå after 10 matches away due to injury. And typically the name of the game in the playoffs is basically stay as healthy as possible, as I think that was one of the things that really plagued Malmo in that series against the Lakers, was they were heavily injured, missing some key components, and obviously they really struggled to get anything going against the Lakers. As this puck is poked back to the line, not out, however, as it's shoveled back in deep. And, or rather, Alexander Nielsen in the corner there. Or Alexander Falk and Tom Nielsen, I should say, battling against Lindstrom and Lindholm. And now Johansson able to come away with it. As he'll fire this one off the boards out to neutral ice, tipped into the Skellefteå zone, pursuing as Michael Allen as he goes hard against Emil Hughes there from behind the net. Now this one will be played around for Lindholm. Now Skellefteå working it back the other way from center. He'll fire that one over the net, off the end boards. Big rebound. Collected now by the captain, Riederwall, as he'll carry back the other direction. Cal Riederwall through the neutral ice will sweep this one in deep. Michael Koska from the end boards playing it behind his own net, but now carried back the other way. That one tipped into the Djurgården zone as Riederborn will angle it to the corner. Nicholas Bergfors controlling. So he'll play this behind the net for Lagesson. Lagesson over to Vademo. As this shot finds its way into the offensive zone, and a shot right on. As Nicholas Bergfors with Djurgården's first shot of the game. And Johnny Ordio making a nice glove save will hold on for the stoppage. Face-off coming to the left of Ordio. Jonathan Davidson facing off against Pontus Petterstrom, and Axel Johnson-Fjallby able to send this one back to the line, and this one gets played all the way around the boards. Along the half boards, this one will get swept into the corner. Jonathan battling hard. Marcus can't come away with it along the half boards, and now an opportunity back the other way for Skellefteå, but a good defensive play breaks that up. Hogström there to get a good stick on it. Marcus Hogström now starting out of his own zone. He'll play this one up along the left side to Marcus. Marcus into the offensive zone, back to the line to Hogström. That shot hits a body, deflects to the slot area. Lindgren able to come away with it as he kicks it behind his own net. Now plays it back to Berglund. Berglund up the ice. Into the offensive zone now is Pettersson. Or rather Olofsson. Olofsson will play this one around the boards, and now along the half boards. Can't control as Skellefteå will fire this one back in deep. Jonathan Pudas now, sharp angle attempt. That one is going to hit the side of the net, but Riedeborn making the save either way. Andreas Wingerly now in the corner. As Soderlund comes away with it. Soderlund making moves to the front of the net, gets the shot away. And Riedeborn with the save. And as I've said so many times in this series, Soderlund is so shifty in the offensive zone. He has such quick hands. We've seen him on multiple occasions just do laps of the offensive zone without ever passing it. And he can do stuff like this. Just walks off the end boards, makes a couple of moves against Hogström. Look at the hands on Soderlund. And gets a shot on net, but Riedeborn able to make the save as Soderlund is just very, very hard to get the puck away from in the offensive zone especially. And now taken down in neutral ice, he'll poke this one into the Skellefteå zone. So this one gets played out to center, but no further. From center now, taken down with a hard cross check as this puck finds its way to Moeller. Moeller letting the shot go, hits a body, deflects to the half boards. Now Lund coming away with it as he'll play it over to the far corner. Tom Nielsen in his own zone, playing this one back to Lund. Lund up to Falk, playing it up to the line and out to neutral ice, taken back however by Skellefteå. Par Lindholm. Gain center, now the offensive zone. Taken away, however, by Lagesson. We'll play it over to Urbom. Urbom up the boards, but Oscar Moeller intercepts that shot right on, and Riedeborn with a nice blocker save. Another shot steered aside. And how did that one stay out? My goodness, we'll have to take a look at the replay as that one doesn't find its way on target. Oscar Moeller controlling along the end boards as this one gets taken away from him. Michael Allen now coming away with it. He'll fire this one off the boards heavily, but Berglund able to hold the line as he'll play this one to Moeller. Moeller down to Lindholm. Lindholm in the corner. Gets turned around, still with possession of the puck. However, Michael Allen trying to strip him of it. And he will now as Lagesson is able to come away with it. Djurgården a little bit back on their heels at the moment. As this puck all the way back into the Skellefteå zone is collected by Pudas, who will play it behind the net. Off the boards out to neutral ice as that one gets kicked back into the offensive zone. And I think Djurgården has a bit of a case for them not being offside there, as it looked like that one was kicked back into his own zone by the player. Oh my goodness, by the player getting back onto his bench as that one comes off Lagesson. And my goodness, what a play by Lagesson to bail himself out. Pulls that one off the line. I'll probably have a quick review, but that one clearly staying out. As William Lagesson with a great defensive play. They won't have a review, in fact, as we'll keep this game going as Pudas will play this out to neutral ice, but forced back into his own zone. And this will be an offside call going against Djurgården. At center, this one will get fired right onto Ordio. And Pudas will play it around the boards all the way out to neutral ice. Lucas Fedemo hustling to catch up with it. Playing it all the way around the boards, but Pudas takes it back and holds it in. Now centering pass out front. That one Bang to the side of the net, banging away at it, but it stays out. As Djurgården will carry it back the other way. This one gets fired right onto Ordio, who will glove it down and hold on for a stoppage. Henrik Eriksson right there looking for a rebound, but Ordio gobbles that one up. And so a couple of lucky bounces for Skellefteå almost give them a pair of goals. And that one off the stick of Riedeborn and then bounces off the post, it looks like. Goes off the stick of Linus Hultstrom, off the stick of Riedeborn, and then off the post. And so I called those lucky bounces for Skellefteå, but I should change that to lucky bounces for Djurgården. As this puck is worked to the line, but not out. Marcus able to hold it in, and now it finds its way out to neutral ice. Skellefteå working it back the other way. Nice little move at the blue line into the offensive zone. He'll play this one over to Berglund. Berglund with a shot. That one off the blocker of Riedeborn. As Hogström will play this one all the way back into the Skellefteå zone. He can't touch it. Heads up play there by Michael Koska, not to be called for too many men on the ice. Stretch pass up to Wingerly as he falls down, able to move it in deep, however. And now Hultstrom will move it back the other way. Up along the right side, this one gets tipped in by Posler. All the way around the boards, Lagesson able to throw this one down low for Posler. Gustav Posler at the side of the net, banging away at it, can't find its way through Ordio as this one will get sent back to the line. Long shot right on, Ordio with the blocker save. Lagesson with the shot right on, Ordio with the paddle save. As Djurgården throwing a couple of shots on net there in quick succession. Hultstrom able to take it back in neutral ice. As this one will get fired in. However, it's going to be an offside call going against Djurgården with 9:52 remaining here in the first period. Scoreless tie remains intact. Let's take a look now at some stats as Skellefteå heavily outshooting Djurgården at the moment, 8-3. Missed shot 6-1 in favor of Skellefteå. Hits 4-3. Face-off 6 apiece. One power play opportunity for Skellefteå. However, Djurgården with a great penalty kill, allowing just one power play shot for Skellefteå in that one. And so Djurgården with a 100% penalty killing so far in this one. But Skellefteå certainly has had the advantage here so far in the first period, getting more shots on net, but not just more shots, more quality scoring opportunities. Two of which actually, like I mentioned, were a little bit lucky bounces for them. That one off of Lagesson out front where Lagesson was able to clear it off the line. And then that one we just saw which went off the stick of Hultstrom, Riedeborn, and then hit the post as Skellefteå has come so close to scoring off those kinds of bounces twice already in this one. And I think Djurgården need to figure out some way to get some momentum back on their side. Maybe start throwing some big hits. Try to get Skellefteå off their game, get them a little frustrated, maybe get them to take a penalty. But we are set to resume here in the first period. As Djurgården controlling at neutral ice. And now into the offensive zone. This one will be fed into the corner. Moller coming away with it, but Riedewald takes it back as he'll send it over to Nielsen. Nielsen reversing back down low for his captain. Riedewald takes a check, moves it to Johansson. Johansson back to Riedewald, shovels it down for Allen. Allen centering out front, back to the line. This one is backhanded down to Riedewald, who will play it in for Allen. Allen leaves there for Johansson. Johansson in the corner. Skellefteå controlling from behind the net. Jonathan Pudas. That one is turned back at the blue line, all the way back into the Skellefteå zone, and both players didn't want to touch the puck there, as a couple of Skellefteå players were still waiting to get on the bench. There was almost too many men on the ice. This one will be shoveled to the corner from Riedeborn, and now Pettersson coming away with it, back to Lindgren, as this one is chopped into the corner. Now Djurgården trying to work it back the other way. Hogström through the neutral ice into the offensive zone. Long shot wide of the net. Bud Holloway chopping this one to the glass, and then Eriksson playing it back down low for Lindgren. Back to Eriksson. A little bit of time here for Eriksson as he'll hit Berglund in stride, who carries through the neutral ice. Philip Berglund with a sharp angle attempt right on. Adam Riedeborn with the save as Bud Holloway right there on the doorstep looking for a rebound. Won't get it, however. And Berglund finding the crossbar as well already, and this one is Skellefteå not getting a lot of puck luck so far in this one. Face off to the left of Riedeborn, collected now by Lagesson. This one will get poked up to the line and now played around Koska, back out to the neutral ice as Olofsson will throw this back to his defenseman who plays it to Koska. Koska up to Olofsson at center. Olofsson into the offensive zone, will fire this one around the boards. Left behind at the half boards as Jonathan Davidson will lift this one down the ice. Not on target, however, as this will be an icing call going against Djurgården with 7:58 remaining here in the first period. And there you see Fjällby, Storm, and Lindholm, all with 5 goals apiece. However, Fjällby with 1 less game played. Scramble draw finds its way back to the line to Hughes as Hughes trying to shovel that one in deep, not able to, however, as it gets worked back the other way. Jonathan Davidson now at center ice will fire this one in deep. Ordio from behind his net stops it up, plays this one to the corner. Cross ice pass up to Sebastian Olsson. Djurgården recovering, however, in their own zone. Up to Leung. Leung gives up that puck in neutral ice, and Skellefteå take it back as Hughes in his own zone. Forced to his own corner, will play this one around the boards. Djurgården able to take it back as that one has tried to play it in deep, but they're not able to as Skellefteå carries back the other way. That shot wide of the net. As Oscar Moeller looks for the opening goal with 7:18 remaining here in the first frame. 3 goals and 2 assists for Moeller in the last 4 games. Lindgren controlling now. He'll play this one cross ice over to Berglund. And now Lindstrom. Up to Moeller. Moeller into the, or Lindholm rather, into the offensive zone. That shot hits a body out front. Lindstrom, Berglund following up on the playback for Lindholm with the shot right on. And Riedeborn with a nice save. As this one is lifted out to neutral ice, taken back by Berglund at center. Playing it over to Lindholm. Lindholm into the offensive zone. Lindholm still with possession of the puck. Plays it to Lindstrom along the half boards. Lindstrom walking back to the line. He'll let this shot go. Hits a mess of bodies out front. Back to the line. Lindstrom with another turnaround shot right on. And Riedeborn makes the save. From the corner now. This puck is collected by Djurgården and moved back the other way. Hogström in the neutral ice will fire this one in deep. Ordio from behind the net stops it up. Kadich throwing this one out to the neutral ice, intercepted and worked back into their own zone by Djurgården. At neutral, or at the half boards rather. Everyone gets sent to the opposite side, now fired in deep. Eriksson playing this one to the corner, centered out front from the high slot. Clean look at the net with a shot right on. And Johnny Ordio with the save as Alexander Urbom looks for the opening goal. But Johnny Ordio takes that one right in the midsection and holds on for the stoppage. Henrik Eriksson on the doorstep looking for a redirect. Face-off coming to the right of Ordio now. Jonathan Davidson lining up to take the face-off against Pontus Petterström. Back to the line. Hultstrom over to Urbom. One-time attempt doesn't find its way through. Urbom poking this one down low. Petterström playing it behind his net all the way to the corner. Coming away with it, Petterström. Olofsson in front of his own net. Bit of a dangerous pass, however, it worked out for him as the lefty works it back the other way. Odd man rush into the offensive zone. That shot doesn't find its way on target as Linus Lindstrom had a couple of options for passing, but decided to take the shot off the skate of the defenseman as Ordio from behind his own net will play this one around the boards, off the glass and out. And so we'll have a stoppage and a face-off in the left U zone. Face-off coming to the left of Ordio. Johan Alm now in the corner. Up to the line, Bud Holloway will carry through the neutral ice. Playing that one cross ice, look out as it goes hard into the Djurgården bench. A couple of players ducking out of the way. Neutral ice collected by Djurgården as they'll play this one off the boards out to center ice. Heavy check thrown, but he's able to work it in deep. But Holloway controlling now. This one gets played out to neutral ice, however Djurgården sent it right back in. Yusuf Poser pursuing into the end boards. Jonathan Putis, however, coming away with it as he kicks this one up to himself. And Patrick Lund battling to get it back in the corner. From behind the net now, Putis playing this one up to the line and now carried back the other way by Holloway, who will throw this one cross ice. Good stick, however, breaks up that opportunity as Djurgården will send it back into their own zone. As Alexander Folk retreats, Whittle, his team is in the midst of a change. Will carry up the right side now. This one will get fired in along the corner. This one will be played to the opposite corner. One-time attempt from the top of the circle right on Johnny Ordio with a nice shoulder save. As that was a great opportunity for Djurgården, probably one of their best they've had so far. This one will be played behind the net, all the way around to the opposite half boards. Pinching down low here is Folk. As this one is collected by Riederwald, bangs it off the boards, collects himself in the corner, now back to the line to Nielsen. Nielsen will play this one down low. Holland can't come away with it as Skellefteå. Tim Soderlund controls. He'll play this one off his own end boards over to the opposite corner. Hustling over, Cal Riederwald trying to collect. Emil Hughes takes him into the boards as this puck is played out to neutral ice. Hustling to catch up with it is Tim Soderlund. Soderlund against Folk. As Folk takes him down. Ref right there, no arm in the air as play will continue. Oscar Moeller controlling now. He'll play this one back to Koska with the one-time attempt right on, and Riederborn with a nice save. And now Lindholm will play this behind the net. But Damo coming away with it as he'll play this off the boards out to neutral ice. Collected at center by Kadich. Over to Koska. Back to Kadich in his own corner. Mark Kadich controlling as he'll play this one up the ice. And now Lindstrom at his own blue line trying to feed that one back to Moeller. It's intercepted, however, and Djurgården trying to work it back the other way. Lindstrom, however, having other ideas, trying to battle this one away. Urbom coming away with it at the blue line. We'll play that to Lagesson. Plays it up to Vademo. And now an opportunity. Drop pass, high slot, shot right on, and Johnny Ordio with a great right pad save as Urbom has had a couple of good looks at the net from the high slot, but Johnny Ordio has saved them both. And this one gets played deep into the Djurgården end. Urbom there trying to collect, is able to move this one up to Leung, who gets taken down. Lund able to control through the neutral ice. Taken away just on this side of the blue line, however. As Posler pestering a couple of left-u players there as they'll fire it back into their own zone, and now Putis off the boards out to neutral ice. Jumping for the puck there was Patrick Lund. However, I believe this is going to be a hand pass called against Djurgården. And so we'll have a stoppage with 2:05 to play here in the first frame. And there you see that great opportunity. Clean look at the net for Tom Nielsen. And Johnny Ordio with a great shoulder save. As both teams' quality scoring opportunities so far, both goaltenders equal to the task. Oh, excuse me. That one kind of snuck up on me. Djurgården controlling in the offensive zone, or in their own zone rather, as Johnson Fjallby will backhand this one into the offensive zone. Audio out of his net. Playing this one around the boards. And now Davidson will sweep it, or tries to sweep it in deep, not able to, however, as Skellefteå moves it back the other way. Lagesson along the end boards. Now Marcus coming away with it. Marcus to Jonathan. Jonathan off his own skate will fire this one in deep. Audio from behind his net. Playing this one around the boards. Finds his way to the half boards to Olsen, who tips it off the boards, and this one is carried back the other way. Into the Djurgården end. This one is collected by Hogstrom, who plays this to Lagesson. And now Hogstrom once again at his own blue line. Playing it back into his own zone. At center, this one will get fired in deep. Skellefteå coming away with it. Soderlund playing this one off the boards, and now out to neutral ice into the offensive zone. That's going to be way offside, as Sebastian Olsen, not too sure what he was doing, puts himself offside by a few strides. And with just 61 seconds to play here in the first period, we'll have a face-off in the neutral ice. Johansson facing off against Muller. Johansson with the clean win back for Falk, who plays it over to Nielsen. Nielsen up the ice for Bergfors, who will sweep this one in deep. And this is going to be an offside against Johansson. Or rather, Eriksson. Face-off coming in the neutral ice with just 53 seconds to play. And Skellefteå controlling as Putis will play this one over to his defensive partner, who tries to throw it up the ice. However, it's deflected up into the benches for a stoppage. Putis controlling in his own zone. Will play this one out to the neutral ice all the way into the Djurgården zone. Along the half boards now, Lindholm playing it to Muller. Muller into the corner. Lindholm can't control as Djurgården will try to work it back the other way here late in the first frame. Holzer with the long shot right on. Audio with the save. And taking no chance there, Patrick Lund taking a bit of pushing and shoving in front of the net as the whistle is blown. 20 seconds to play here in the first period. Holtstrom controlling. That shot doesn't find its way on target. Henriqueta works it back the other way with just 13 seconds to play here in the first frame. Peta, sharp angle attempt, easy save for Riedeborn as this one finds its way into the corner. Johansson playing this one to the opposite corner. Pontus Pettersson there. Takes a hard check from Holmstrom. Well, that'll do it for the first period of play between these two teams in game number 4. Scoreless tie, thanks largely in part to the play of both goaltenders, who had a pretty good performance in that first period. Let's take a look now at first period stats. As Skellefteå out shooting Djurgården, not as badly as the last time we looked though. Skellefteå with 12 shots on net, Djurgården with 10. Last time we checked it was 8-3 in favor of Skellefteå, so Djurgården definitely turning on a little bit more in that second half of the first period. A couple of great opportunities for Djurgården as well. Urbom with a couple of good looks at the net from the slot. And then, of course, Tom Nielsen with that great shot from the top of the circle, but Johnny Audio steers them all aside, and Skellefteå with some quality scoring opportunities as well. They had a couple of bounces go their way, but a couple of bounces for Djurgården actually bailed them out of those situations, and so we will head to the second period locked at 0. Missed shots 7-2 in favor of Skellefteå, hits 8-7 in favor of Djurgården. Fairly physical first period. Faceoffs 12-11 in favor of Djurgården. One power play opportunity for Skellefteå, just one power play shot, and so Djurgården doing a good job shutting down that power play opportunity for Skellefteå, which has been very dangerous here in the playoffs, of course, especially with that top line of Moller, Lindstrom, and Lindholm out there on the ice on the man advantage. Djurgården doing a great job shutting them down. So fairly evenly matched first period of play, especially on the stat sheet, but both teams with some quality opportunities, both teams with some good shots, and both goaltenders looking good at the moment. As we are set to go for puck drop here on the second period, Pontus Petterström lining up against Marcus Leung. And we are underway as Djurgården controlling in their own zone. Hogström behind his own net will play this one around the boards. Out to neutral ice as Petterström playing this one to Alm. Alm cross ice pass along the right side. Jonathan Pudas in his own zone. And now Eriksson will play it back to Lindgren. Pudas out to neutral ice. However, Skellefteå is struggling to get out of their own zone at the moment. Looks like they'll be able to now, however, as this one is fired into the Djurgården end. As this one gets fed deep into the Skellefteå zone. And now in the corner, Lindgren battling there. All in along the end boards now, takes a check. Puck in his skates, sends it off the back of the net as that one is batted out of the air over to the corner. Hard check thrown there as this one finds its way into the opposite corner, and Skellefteå working back the other way. Excuse me, as this one is tipped into the Djurgården zone. Riedborn playing it around the boards there for Eriksson, as Eriksson playing this one out to Johansson, who moves into the offensive zone. Johansson behind the net, trying to poke it over to Allen as Skellefteå come away with it. Now we've got a stoppage in play here. Not too sure what this is about. Looked like Djurgården is going to take a penalty here. It's going to be Alexander Falk heading to the box. And Skellefteå will get another man advantage, their second of the evening. As Lindstrom and Falk tied up in front of the Skellefteå bench. Lindstrom will also go to the box, and so Skellefteå will not get a man advantage. We'll have some 4-on-4 hockey here for the next couple of minutes. Face-off coming to the right of Ordio. Skellefteå looking to move out of their own zone. Possession behind the net as this one is played to the left side. Through the neutral ice into the offensive zone is Olofsson as he'll feather this one over to Kadic, who finds himself in deep, plays it back to the line. Heavy shot right on. And Riedborn with the save as Vademo plays this one back to the line, but not out. Quick turnaround shot tipped off a body and doesn't find its way on target. Skellefteå still with possession of the puck in the offensive zone, but Djurgården looking to turn it back now as Bergfors slowly through the neutral ice and now into the offensive zone along the left side, kicking it up to himself as it finds its way deep into the Skellefteå zone, all the way around the boards. And now coming away with it is Hogström. Into the corner as this one will get sent around to the far half boards. Vademo coming away with it. Lucas Vademo now controlling. From the slot, can't get a shot away. Vademo still with possession of the puck as he's pinned against the boards. Getting some help here from Bergfors, however, as Nicholas Bergfors turns down into the corner. Bergfors playing this one back to the line and not able to hold it in as Djurgården will be forced to touch up. Djurgården controlling in their own zone now is Hogström playing this one over to Pettersson, who will throw this one up to Davidson. Jonathan Davidson into the offensive zone. He's got Marcus out front now behind the net. Jonathan back to the line. Long shot tipped right on. Ordio with the save. And he'll cover up for the stoppage. And hold on for a face-off. Face-off coming to the right of Ordio. Shot just wide of the net. Big rebound off the end boards. as this one is swept to the half boards. Pinching down low is Urbom. And Pontus Petterström coming away with it, collides with his own man, however, as Lindholm playing this one over to Alm, who fires this one up to Lindstrom into the offensive zone. That shot just finds its way wide of the target. And now Alm can't control at the line as it finds its way all the way back into the Skellefteå zone. Fresh out of the box is Alexander Falk as this one finds its way to the line. Cal Riedewald playing this one over to Tom Nielsen. Nielsen with the sharp angle attempt, rebound out front. Ordio with the save as Alm comes away with it. He'll fire this one off the boards into the offensive zone. He'll stop up. Feeding out front for Wingerly, can't make contact with it, however, as Djurgården try to work it back the other way. Cal Riedewald will fire this one in deep all the way around the boards. Along the half boards, coming away with it. This one is poked down to the corner. Now centering out front, they score. Djurgården opens up the scoring with 15:56 to play here in the second period. It's Michael Allen on the doorstep, beating Johnny Ordio for the first of the game. And Djurgården opens up scoring in what looked like it was going to be a very low-scoring game. Neither goaltender looked like they were going to be easy to beat, and you had a feeling it was going to take a goal like this. Well, I hate to call it this, but a bit of a garbage goal. But you know what? They don't all need to be pretty as long as they end up in the back of the net, as Michael Allen is able to rip that one up and over Ordio for the first of the game. As that shot finds its way right on target, and Ordio with the glove save as Djurgården looking for more. Nicholas Bergfors with a well-placed shot, but Ordio with a clean look at it is able to glove it out of the air. There you see that one just up and over the right shoulder of Ordio. Allen with a great shot. Gives Djurgården a 1-0 lead. Not a bad contingent of Djurgården fans here in Skellefteå Kraft Arena. Face off to the right of Ordio. Bergfors coming away with it. Now Holloway playing this one off the boards out to neutral ice. Hustling to catch up with it in his own zone is Vademo. As he'll play this one out to neutral ice all the way back into the Skellefteå zone. Up to the half boards as Eriksson chops this one up to Bergfors. Bergfors in neutral ice, sending this one off the end boards. Lindholm controlling in his own zone will send this one the length of the, or not the length of the ice, up to the far blue line. However, Djurgården work it back as they've got some life now after that opening goal. Lindholm, look out. Dangerous play in front of his own net. As the lefty work it back, they've got numbers through center into the offensive zone along the right side. He'll stop up along the half boards. That shot doesn't find its way on target, off a body out front, collected in the corner now by Putis, who finds himself in low. Putis will play this one into the corner. Urbom taking Hedda into the boards. And now Cal Riedewald will work it back the other way. Cross ice pass. This one will get, or try to feed it into the offensive zone, as he will now into the opposite corner. Axel Johnson Fjallby is going to take an interference call here. He looked like he was going for that puck, but then decided to leave it for Marcus Davidson and trips up his man behind the play. And so Fjallby will sit for two, and Skellefteå will get a man advantage, looking to tie things up here in the second frame. Tripping or perhaps interference, one of the two. Take your pick. Either way, he will sit for two. Face-off coming to the left of Riedewald as Skellefteå will get set up right away. Jonathan Putis with the shot right on. Riedewald with the save. Recovering behind the net is Oscar Moller from the corner. He'll play this one back to the line to Lindstrom. Back to Moller. Moller over to Putis. Putis lets the shot go, looking for the redirect out front, but it goes wide. Lindstrom pinching down low now as he'll play this one back to the line to Putis. Putis over to Moller. Oscar Moller controlling at the line. Over to Putis. Putis over to Lindstrom. Lindstrom from the half boards lets the wrist shot go. That one hits a body and deflects up and over the glass for a stoppage with just 28 seconds elapsed on the man advantage. As the lefty looking to tie things up. Well placed shot there from Putis between the legs of Urbom, but Riedewald with a nice save. Jonathan Putis with 7 points so far in the playoffs, still looking for his first goal, however. As he led all defensemen in the regular season with 10 goals in 52 games played. As Lindstrom will play this one deep into the offensive zone. Lindholm along the inboards can't collect. Jimmy Eriksson throws a hard check there and is able to kick it to Oscar Moeller. Moeller controlling, back to the line to Putis. Putis over to Lindstrom, winds up, one-time attempt. That one hits a body out front, not on target. And now that one is poked to the corner, finds its way to Moeller along the half boards. Oscar Moeller still controlling, will play this one down for Lindholm. Lindholm will reverse over to the other side to Lindstrom. Lindstrom controlling, as he'll work this one down into the corner. Quick pass back to the line to Putis. One-time attempt by Moeller, hits a body out front. Sacrificing the body was Tom Nielsen. Moeller controlling. Over to Putis. Putis at the line. Over to Lindstrom. Lindstrom back to Putis. Winds up for the one-time shot. And a great block out front by Jonathan Davidson. From the half boards now, playing this one down low to Lindholm. Back to Lindstrom. Lindstrom walks it into the corner. Will fire this one back to the line to Putis. Good possession so far here from Skellefteå. Over to Moeller. Moeller from the circle, down low. Bouncing puck over the stick of Lindholm. As this one finds its way behind the net once again. Lindholm trying to feed it into the corner. Johansson coming away with it as he'll throw this one down the ice. And Djurgården finally able to clear the zone. They'll get some fresh legs on the ice with just 25 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Tim Soderlund in the neutral ice as Skellefteå get some fresh legs out there as well. And now Jesper Olofsson poking this one in deep. However, Djurgården able to take it back. And now Djurgården short-handed slowly back the other way. Will send this one the length of the ice. Now the Ordio behind his net stops it up there for Kadic. One last rush up the ice as we're back to 5-on-5 action. Kadic trying to go coast to coast. And he sends that one up and over the crossbar. Djurgården controlling now as Vademo will control through the neutral ice. He'll play this one off the boards deep into the Skellefteå zone. First to arrive at the puck, he'll filter it around to the far half boards. Bergfors now down low, giving up the puck to Kadic. Soderlund back to Kadic, who will play this over to Koska. Gloves it out of the air. As Koska plays this up to Soderlund. Soderlund into the offensive zone. Hogstrom controlling now. Hogstrom long pass up the ice, tipped into the offensive zone. And Berglund controlling. Up to Petterstrom. Petterstrom, cross ice pass collected off the boards here by Hedda. As he dances around Hogstrom, takes him hard into the boards now. From behind the net, Pettersson will play this one up to the half boards. And now Djurgården in the offensive zone. Lund, or rather Leung, playing this one around the boards. Hustling over there is Bergfors as he's able, or rather it's Posler as he's able to send it to Leung in deep and now to Lund. Or rather Riederwald. Cal Riederwald controlling, back to the line. Pettersson lets the shot go. As this one is poked to the corner. Now along the end boards. Linus Johansson controlling. Johansson from behind the net will play to Riederwald. Now Riederwald with the shot. That one finds its way wide of the net. Hultstrom controlling. Djurgården with some good possession here in the offensive zone over the last 60 seconds. And now Hultstrom with the long shot. Big rebound out front. Can't make contact with it was Johansson. As he had Johnny Ordio out of position, but Johansson couldn't bang it home. Good defensive stick there as well. Tying up Johansson's twig with the bouncing puck on the doorstep. There you see Davidson, or rather Nielsen, sacrificing the body on that one, and I believe this is the Davidson block right there as he takes that one right off the back of the thigh. And now looks like Jonathan is going to be waved out of the circle. Or no, he's not. Clean win back to the line. One-time attempt right on, and Ordio with the save as Djurgården with some life here in the second period after that opening goal really seemed to spark Djurgården and light a fire under them as they have been all over Skellefteå over the last few minutes. Johan Alm controlling now. We'll play this into the corner. Marcus Davidson coming away with it. Davidson still with possession of the puck, taken off the puck, however, along the inboards as this one will be played out to neutral ice. Sebastian Olsson can't come away with it. Lagesson controlling in his own zone. He'll retreat behind his own net, now plays this over to the half boards. And now coming away with it is Hultstrom, who will play this up along the left side. Davidson into the offensive zone, poked off the puck. Hultstrom following up on the plays, able to collect. Hultstrom over to Folk with the long shot. Wide of the net, Marcus will control. Back to the line of Hultstrom. Hultstrom over to Folk. Fans on that as Davidson collects behind the net, plays it back to Folk, who will feed it in deep once again, all the way around the boards. Vidamo in the corner now. Lucas Vidamo can't come away with it, as Andreas Wingerly will. He'll play it behind the net. Neil Hughes controlling now, will feed this one out to the neutral ice. And a quick pass at neutral ice as Djurgården right back into the offensive zone. Henrik Eriksson with the shot right on, and now we've got a penalty upcoming. And it looks like it's going to go against Skellefteå. Taking a look now at some stats so far in this one. Shots on net, 16 apiece. Missed shots, 9-5. Hits, 11-10. Face-off, 17-16. And so there you go. Very evenly matched game through 31 minutes so far. Power play opportunities, 2 for Skellefteå, generating 3 power play shots. That second power play opportunity for Skellefteå was very good, generating a couple of opportunities on net. However, Djurgården getting some help from their best penalty killer on the ice, Adam Riedeborn, and able to weather that storm. So Djurgården with 100% penalty killing so far in this one. And I can't be positive, but I do believe Djurgården is going to get their first man advantage of the game for the next 2 minutes. As I believe Henrik Eriksson was interfered with around the blue line. As we are set to go. And it is going to be a Djurgården man advantage. So Lund, Leung, and Posler up front. And Hultstrom and Bergfors on the blue line. 4 forwards on the ice for Djurgården. Leung with the clean win back. Just a little too clean, however, as Hultstrom's forced back into the neutral ice to collect. We'll play this over to Bergfors. Bergfors playing it back to Hultstrom behind the net. Heavy check there by Pontus Petterstrom. Aggressive forecheck here on the penalty kill. Bergfors trying to move it back the other way. 22% efficiency for Djurgården on the power play, so not too bad so far in the playoffs as Bergfors works it back the other way, and 85% efficiency for Skellefteå on the penalty kill, And now they get set up. Bergfors lets the shot go. Big rebound out front as that one is swept to the corner. Lund controlling now. He'll play this one down low for Posler. Posler over to Leung, who gloves that out of the air. Now backdoor pass right on. How did that one stay out? My goodness, wraparound opportunity. Ordio with the save. And now an opportunity for Lung. He lets that shot go up high as Bergfors controls along the half boards now. Nicholas Bergfors from the corner will play this one back to the line to Hultstrom. Hultstrom to Bergfors as Djurgården pressures for their second of the game. That one finds its way off a body over to the half boards as Leung hustles over, is able to move this one to Hultstrom. Hultstrom controlling, top of the slot shot right on. And Ordio gloves that one out of the air. He'll hold on for a stoppage with 52 seconds to play on the man advantage. 8:28 remaining here in the second period. Djurgården with a couple of great opportunities already. Here you'll see the great backdoor pass from Lund. However, it looks like Sebastian Olsson just gets a piece of that one to throw off Bergfors, who was able to get a shot away. However, it was wide, and then following up on that, Bergfors was trying to jam it in short side there, but Ordio was able to get that right pad on it and hold it out. And now Djurgården controlling. Cal Riedewald back to Hogström as a fresh power play line on the ice for Djurgården. Hogström once again from the dot now. It's Davidson. Lets the shot go. That one goes wide. Riedewald controlling. Back to Hogström at the line once again. Over to his captain. Cal Riedewald from the half boards. Down low for Johansson. Johansson to Riedewald. Riedewald back to the line to Hogström. Hogström to Riedewald. Riedewald over to Davidson looking for the tip on target. Got too much of it, in fact, as it slowed the puck right down. And Hogström trying to work it back out through the neutral ice. Long stretch pass up the ice finds its target. Eriksson gets tripped up in the corner, trying to feed this one in low. Just 5 seconds remaining on the man advantage as this puck finds its way all the way back into the Djurgården zone, and that'll do it for the Djurgården power play as we're back to 5-on-5 action. Fresh out of the box there is Emil Hughes. However, it's going to be whistled offside, and we'll have a stoppage and a face-off in the neutral ice. 1-0 the score in favor of Djurgården as they look to tie this series at 2 games apiece and force at least a game 6. Here you see game number 5, regardless of the outcome here this evening, of course, will go on Wednesday. Puck drop at 7:30. Face off in the neutral ice. The lefty able to control as Kadich will play this over to Koska, who will play this softly off the boards into the Djurgården zone. This will be an icing call going against the lefty. Oh no, it won't. Nielsen playing this one off the boards, and now laid out to Axel Johnson. Fjallby into the offensive zone, playing this one over to to Eriksson. And now Koska controlling behind the net. Stretch pass up the ice, doesn't find its intended target, tipped into the offensive zone, however, as Lindstrom playing this one behind the net for Lindholm and given up to Eriksson. Cross ice pass up to Fjallby. Fjallby into the offensive zone. Lefty controlling now as Emil Hughes will try to work it back the other way. Playing this one out to neutral ice as this one will get fired in deep into the Djurgården end. Lagesson playing this one to Urbom. Up to his own blue line to Posler, who fires that one right onto Ordio. Gloves it out of the air. Looked like he might want to play it, but thinks better of it and holds on for the stoppage with 6:24 to play here in the second period. Face off to the left of Ordio. Djurgården trying to control along the half boards. It's Johansson in the corner. Johansson along the half boards now. And now this one almost given up to Riedewald. It is now. Quick turnaround shot there by Allen. Off a body out front as he'll work it back to the line. Holtstrom over to Hogstrom. Hogstrom forced out to neutral ice as Djurgården will be forced to touch up, and this will be an offside call going against Allen, who just couldn't quite evacuate the zone in time. And so we'll have a face-off in the neutral ice with 5:55 to play here in the second period. Michael Allen, the only goal of the game for Djurgården. Very close call. Djurgården controlling as this one gets played out to neutral ice. And now all the way back into the Djurgården zone, collected there by Pettersson. As he'll play this one to the corner. And now this one gets tipped out to neutral ice. Nicholas Berg pours into the offensive zone. He'll stop up, looking for the sharp angle attempt right on. Ordio able to easily steer that one aside. Pettersson finds himself in low along the endboards. Pettersson playing this one behind the net to Eriksson, who plays it over to the corner. Back to Eriksson with the one-time attempt, but he fans on it. And the puck all the way back into the lefty, or all the way back into the Djurgården zone, rather. Pettersson behind the net to his defensive partner, Lagesson, who will play this one up to the half boards as this one gets feathered out to the blue line. The lefty forced to touch up on the delayed offside. Stepping away from his man there was Lagesson. He plays this one out to the neutral ice and all the way into the offensive zone. Axel Johnson Fjallby in the corner behind the net. Playing this one all the way down the ice, and will it be an icing for lefty? Yes, it will. 4:43 to play here in the second period. 1-0 the score remains in Djurgården, in favor of Djurgården. Face-off coming to the right of Ordio. Posler behind the net now to Lund. Fanning on that attempt was Hultstrom as Jesper Olofsson works it back the other way. Olofsson with the sharp angle attempt right on, and Riedewald with the save as Djurgården will work it back the other way. Through the neutral ice into the offensive zone. This one will get flipped in deep by Lund. Marcus Leung goes hard into the corner boards there as he is taken out, and he is slow to the bench as the lefty would take it back the other way. Looking for the trailer. Lindholm with the shot. That one whistles up high all the way around the boards, held in at the line as Skellefteå looks for a tire here in the second period. From the line, that shot finds its way wide. Johan Allen controlling. Sharp angle attempt right on. Reedborn with the save. Oscar Moeller with the one-time attempt up and over the net. As Johansson will play this one to the line, and not able to hold that one in there was Lindgren as Johan Allen controls in his own zone. From center, this one will get fired deep into the Skellefteå zone. And Ortio stretch pass up the ice to Lindholm, trying to catch Djurgården on a change, and that one almost squeaks through Reedborn as Lindholm gets driven hard into boards. And this will draw a crowd. My goodness, will it ever, as we've got a scrum in the corner here with 3:34 to play in the second frame. Michael Allen right there throwing some punches. He's up against Jimmy Eriksson. Something tells me those two players don't like each other very much. And now the linesman will break it up. I'm sure we'll have some penalties here. Jimmy Eriksson will go to the box. I'm assuming Michael Allen will as well. And there you see Djurgården almost caught on the change. And Lindholm taken out hard after that shot. Wouldn't call it a dirty hit. In fact, it was a clean-looking hit. But obviously the Skellefteå players not taking a liking to that hit thrown on one of their star players. There we see the big hit thrown, against Marcus Young. Not only does he go hard into the boards, but he goes a little awkwardly. That can be very dangerous, getting your legs tied up behind you like that, going hard into the boards, but good to see Leung back on his feet and to the bench. Even though he was slow to get there, he was able to put weight on both his legs. And now the referees in the circle discussing the outcome of this scrum. And both Bud Holloway and Jimmy Eriksson in the box at the moment for Skellefteå. Michael Allen and Alexander Falk. In the box for Djurgården. And so I believe we'll probably get a bit of 4-on-4 action here. Referee at the timekeeper's booth to give him the instructions. Coach Robert Olsen taking this opportunity with a bit of a stoppage here to draw up a game plan. Back underway as we do remain 5-on-5. Puck finds its way over the glass, and so we'll have a stoppage with less than 3.5 to play here in the second frame. Face off at center ice is Linus Lindstrom and Daniel Brodin going at it. Linesman looks like he's a little bit fed up with it. I'm sure the referee's telling them to calm down, otherwise he's going to send them both to the box. Lindstrom and Brodin continuing to battle at center ice as this puck finds its way deep into the Skellefteå zone. Hard check thrown in the corner there as this one finds its way to the opposite corner. Lindstrom playing this one behind the net. Now Kadich comes away with it as he'll work it back the other way. Nice little poke check. Delayed offside there for Skellefteå, but they touch up. As Djurgården controlling behind their own zone, or behind their own net now. Pettersson loses the puck, trips up his man to the displeasure of the Skellefteå fans because they're not going to get a penalty. Soderlund over to Vingerli. Vingerli cross ice pass, one-time attempt wide of the net. Now from the corner boards, this one will be played by Pettersson to Hogström. He will send this one up the ice, tipped into the Skellefteå zone. And Jonathan Budis coming away with it. All four players in the box being issued roughing calls. And now Pontus Pettersson, drop pass for Henrik Hedda. Hedda over to Soderlund. Soderlund forced to the end boards, now walking it back to the circle. Soderlund still with possession of the puck, plays it back to Alm. Alm playing this one to Budis. Budis from the high slot lets the shot go. That one deflects up high. Bouncing puck in the Djurgården zone is moved back the other way by Johnson Fjallby, and now from center, Johnson Fjallby able to take it back. As he gets tripped up at the blue line, and Budis comes away with it. And now Johnny Ordio gets tripped up. We've got a goaltender interference call coming up here against Marcus Leung. Minute 54 to play here in the second frame, and Marcus Leung will sit for two, and Skellefteå will get another man advantage here in the second period. Yep, Ordio well within his rights to do that. He was in his crease, and you see that very often. In fact, goaltenders with a player coming out front of the net will just move to the front of the crease while still staying in it. And Marcus Leung should certainly know better. You see Wingerly getting tripped up into the zone. There was no call on that play. And so Johnny Ordio with, in my opinion, a heads-up play. There you see Marcus Leung well within the goaltender crease. And like I said, you see goaltenders do that all the time. With a player cutting across the zone in front of the net, they will almost always move to the top of the crease. And Johnny Ordio will draw a penalty. Or no, he won't. We'll have some 4-on-4, and you know what? Maybe Ordio got whistled for interference as well. So maybe I was mistaken. Johnny Ordio, unsportsmanlike conduct. And Lindgren. As Skellefteå controlling. Lindgren from the corner. On the inboards. Lindholm from the inboards now. Lindholm still with possession of the puck. Quick hands here from Lindholm as he'll send it behind the net. He'll use moving in deep. Now centering pass out front. That slot shot doesn't find its way through, and now a 2-0 potential opportunity. Jonathan Davidson all alone lets the shot go, and he scores. Jonathan Davidson on the breakaway makes it 2-0 for Djurgården with 1:02 remaining here in the second frame. And that all started, I believe it was Mark Kadich falling down at the blue line. And Jonathan Davidson makes no mistake, scoring his 4th of the postseason. And here we'll see the centering pass out front, goes to Kadich. It almost looks like he stepped on the puck there perhaps, but either way, blows a tire. Linus Johansson feeding Jonathan Davidson. Emil Hughes can't catch up to him. And beating Johnny Ordio far side. Jonathan Davidson gives his team the 2-0 lead right off the inside of the post. What a perfectly placed shot. Through the neutral ice, this one will get sent along the right side. Bergfors with the shot right on. Big rebound out front. Couldn't quite bang it home, however, as Adam Pettersson works it back the other way. Into the offensive zone. Pettersson over to Kadich. Kadich has that one evade him, but he's able to get it back now. Kadich laying this one down into the corner. This one will be played around the boards, and now Djurgården will work it back the other way. Off the boards. Lund into the offensive zone. Now Bergfors trips his man up, and he's going to draw a penalty. And so Ordio to the bench quickly, as the lefty will get a 6-man on the ice. As Ordio, my goodness, he can skate pretty quickly. Back to the line now as the lefty will get set up on the delayed call. That shot right on. Adam Redeborn with the save. He'll hold on for the stoppage with just 6 seconds to play here in the second period. Now the lefty will get a man advantage late in the second frame, and very likely they will start the third with almost a full man advantage. Well, at least 54 seconds remaining on the man advantage, but Johnny Ordio with some good hustle to the bench there to get the 6th man on the ice. The lefty with the clean win, certainly enough time to get a shot off. Djurgården probably hoping to get a win to their end boards and just pin it and wait for the buzzer. Jonathan Davidson is going to head back to the bench. So we'll have some 4-on-3 for the next 6 seconds. We'll start the third with 4-on-3 for 6 seconds. And then the lefty will get a 5-on-4 man advantage, as this one will be sent the length of the ice. And that will do it for the second period of play, which sees Djurgården strike twice to head to the third, up by a pair. Taking a look now at second period stats, as Djurgården certainly, I would give the edge to them in that second frame, and there you see why. 15-7 shots on net for Djurgården, 2 of which, of course, finding the back of the net. Missed shots 4 apiece, hits 8-6, faceoffs 10-9. So other than shots on net, it was another fairly evenly matched period as far as stats are concerned, but Djurgården really turning it on, especially after that first goal, as that the first half of that period was certainly back and forth, fairly even, but Djurgården really sparked by that first goal scored by Michael Allen, and then of course Jonathan Davidson on the breakaway opportunity, able to make it 2-0 favor of Djurgården. They also had 2 power play opportunities, generating 4 power play shots. Lefty with 1 power play opportunity, generating 2 power play shots, and penalty killing 100% from both teams in that second frame. But like I mentioned, lefty will start the third on the man advantage, and you know they'd love to tie or to bring this back within 1 early in that third frame. Taking a look now at full game stats. Shots on goal 25-20 in favor of Djurgården. Missed shots 11-6, hits 15-14, as it has been a pretty physical game, very emotional one as well. Lots of scrums after the whistle. Face-offs 23-21 in favor of Djurgården. 2 power play opportunities apiece. 4 power play shots for Djurgården, 3 for Skellefteå, and both teams with 100% penalty killing so far in this one. Good opportunity for Skellefteå here early in the third period to try and pull this game back within 1. Djurgården has proved to be very good on the penalty kill so far in this game, however. Which is good for them because they have given Skellefteå multiple opportunities with the man advantage. Skellefteå will control right off the face-off, as we'll get some 5-on-4 action now with 1:48 to go. Look at that, my math was correct. Skellefteå moving through the neutral ice. He'll play this one over to the left side. Along the half boards now as Djurgården will collect, firing this one to the blue line and just out to neutral ice. And now collected by Jimmy Eriksson as he'll start back out of his own zone. No, he won't. He'll turn back as he retreats in front of his net. Now starts back the other way. Drop pass there for Oscar Moller. Moller over to Lindstrom. Lindstrom, the long shoot in into the corner. Pinching down low here is Pudis as he'll play it to the inboards, and Jimmy Eriksson playing it back to the opposite corner, all the way back to the line. Oscar Moller able to hold it in. Lindstrom can't control, and now Lindholm in the corner will collect. Back to the line to Pudis. Jonathan Pudis over to Lindstrom. Lindstrom with the shot. That one whistles wide, or rather Moller with the shot as that one whistles wide. Lindholm off the back of the net to himself. However, coming away with it is Tom Nielsen as he'll ring this one around the boards and all the way back into the Skellefteå zone. Quick pass up the ice here from Moller. Hits Lindstrom with 45 seconds to play on the man advantage. Into the offensive zone. Tim Soderlund will play this one in deep. Lindstrom in the corner. Reversing down low for Bud Holloway. Lindstrom playing this one back to the line. Koska, cross ice pass. And now Lindstrom in the dot, or in the circle rather. Lets that one go wide. Kadich playing this one into the corner. Now along the end boards. Erbom trying to come away with it. Bud Holloway gets it, and now coming away with it is Johansson, as Djurgården will work it back the other way short-handed, as this one gets flipped right onto Johnny Ordio, who's able to angle that one to the corner. And now with just 10 seconds to play on the man advantage, Skellefteå with one last rush up the ice. Olofsson with the shot, Riedeborn with the blocker save to flex that one to the corner. All the way around the boards and all the way back into the Skellefteå zone as Nicholas Bergfors steps out of the box. We're back to 5-on-5 action with just 2 minutes elapsed here in the third frame. And now into the offensive zone is Olofsson. However, getting ahead of himself there. It looked like he wanted to pass, but the puck stood up on him as Johnson Fjällby back the other way. Drop pass here for Jonathan Davidson with the shot, and that one off the glove of Johnny Ordio, I believe. And it was Marcus Davidson, my apologies. And Johnson Fjällby and the Davidson brothers almost connecting with for another one. Face off in the neutral ice. Hogström playing this one deep into the Skellefteå zone. Ordio stopping it up behind his own net as this one will be played off the boards all the way back into the Djurgården zone. This will be an icing call going against Skellefteå with just 2:32 elapsed here in the second frame. Face off to the left of Ordio as this one will be rung around the boards all the way out to center ice. And this one will be another icing call going against Skellefteå as Henrik Hedda couldn't quite catch up with it. Linus Johansson with 2 assists so far in this game. See the primary assist on both goals, beating Michael Allen and Jonathan Davidson. Back to the line, Djurgården controlling as this shot will find its way wide of the net off the end boards, look purposely. And back to the line and out as this one will be played off the boards back into the Skellefteå zone. Ordio playing this one up to Berglund, who sends this one into the far corner. Lagesson now in his own corner. Pinning this one against the boards. Puck loose in the corner, picked up by Djurgården as they'll work it back the other way. Lund trying to send it back to Leung, however it's intercepted and Skellefteå will work back into the offensive zone. Wingerly now stopping up along the half boards. Back to the line and all the way back out to neutral ice and into the Skellefteå zone, collected by Emil Hughes, who will throw it over to his defensive partner, who returns it to Hughes. And now over to Wingerly, who works this one in deep. Wingerly back to the half boards now, and now back to the line. Long shot, bounces out front, rebounded net. Riedeborn with a great right pad save. That shot finds its way deflected off a stick and wide of the target, but Adam Riedeborn, my goodness, what a reaction save with the right pad there as he keeps this 2-goal lead intact. Cal Riederwald feeding this one deep into the Skellefteå zone. First to arrive at the puck is Johan Almas. He takes a heavy check there from Riedeborn, who frees the puck up and now gets it back in the corner. Now Linus Johansson behind the net. Feeding this one back to the line to Hultstrom. Back to Johansson. Johansson with a quick turnaround shot, hits a body, deflects all the way back into the Djurgården zone. Stretch pass up the ice, out of the reach of Jonathan Davidson. And this will be an icing call going against Djurgården with 15:36 remaining here in the third period. And that one might have been going wide, but either way, good reaction save there from Riedeborn with the right pad. Just kicks it out to the slot, big juicy rebound, but cleared away from danger by his teammates. As this face-off will, or no, it looks like we're gonna have a timeout here. Wow. Head coach Robert Olsen calling a timeout here for Djurgården. Not too sure why he's calling a timeout. It's not like Djurgården were back on their heels or anything. But either way, he will, and we'll have a bit of a stoppage here, and then a face-off in the Djurgården zone coming to the right of Adam Riedeborn. Pettersson lining up against Marcus Davidson in the face-off circle. Pettersson able to win this one. Now walk down low into the corner. Poked up to the boards, and now this one will get fed out to neutral ice. Kosko will throw it to the empty side. Coming away with it is Bud Holloway. And this one gets fed back the other way, but not out. And now out to neutral ice as Djurgården working back the other way. Johnson Fjallby into the offensive zone. Drop pass for Jonathan Davidson with a sharp angle attempt right on. Johnny Ordio with the save as Jonathan Davidson gets taken down by Jimmy Eriksson. Linesman right there to separate them before they can get in any more action after the whistle. As this face-off upcoming will come to the right of Johnny Ordio. Clean face-off win for Skellefteå as they work it back the other way. Into the offensive zone along the left side. From the corner, sharp angle attempt steered aside by the blocker of Riedeborn. Skellefteå trying to regain possession. Good stick there, but to the line, but not out. Bouncing puck in front of the net, finds its way wide of the target. Hultstrom going up against Linus Lindstrom. And now we've got a penalty upcoming here to Djurgården. And so Skellefteå, or no, wait, yes. Hultstrom is going to be called for hooking. And so Skellefteå with another man advantage. And there you see right there, Hultstrom gets the stick right in the midsection of Olofsson. And so he'll sit for 2 for hooking. And Skellefteå with another man advantage have not been able to find the back of the net so far, as Djurgården's penalty kill has been fantastic. Best penalty killer on the ice all night has been Adam Riedeborn, who has faced some tough tests on the man advantage for Skellefteå, but has stood tall so far. Lindstrom controlling in the corner. Trying to play that one behind the net. Lindstrom coming away with it. Along the inboards, now to the front of the net, banging away at it. Riedeborn able to cover up. Jimmy Eriksson in front of the net was looking to get one in close, and now Patrick Lund gives Eriksson a couple shots. Face off to the left of Riedeborn. From the half boards, Lindstrom controlling, back to the line. Now a nice defensive play as this one is off a skate all the way back into the Skellefteå zone. Lindstrom controlling at his own blue line. We'll play this one over to Moller. Moller firing this one in deep all the way around the boards. Back to the line, able to hold that one in. Over to Moller. Moller lets the shot go, hits a body out front as Lagesson sacrifices the body to get in front of that one. Now Moller back to line. Moller once again over to Lindstrom. Lindstrom lets the shot go. That one hits Lagesson once again. My goodness, he's getting beat up right now in front of his own net, but good for him getting in front of these shots. Moller now. And that one is blocked out front by Jonathan Davidson. Lindstrom with the one-time attempt. That one is off a stick and wide as Putis will play this one down low. Djurgården absolutely just sacrificing the body, diving in front of all the shots at the moment, making Riedeborn's life a little bit easier. Lindstrom now from the dot, back to the line. Moller over to Putis. Putis back to Moller at the line. Over to Lindstrom with the one-time attempt, and that one hits Riedeborn in the left pad and stays out. Djurgården able to control as Johansson will poke this one down to Allen. He's got a bit of time here, and he'll fire this one the length of the ice to kill some time on the man advantage for Skellefteå. Koska now starting out of his own zone. Will play this one up along the right side. Tipped in by Kadic. And now a slap shot all the way down the ice will clear the zone. And just 10 seconds remaining on the man advantage for Skellefteå. One last rush up the ice before we're back to 5-on-5 action. Tim Soderlund gets tripped up. No call on the play. Skellefteå fans hollering for one behind the net. This one is forced out the other side. We're back to 5-on-5 action as Hultstrom back on the ice, fresh out of the box. Hultstrom to the bench as Djurgården gets a full change going here on the fly. Now taking it out of the skates, or no, he wasn't. It looked like Gustav Koser was able to, but he's not, as this one is collected by Hogstrom in his own zone. Hogstrom playing this one behind the net. Now gets it back. We'll play it to his defensive partner. As Hogstrom now gets it back, playing this one to Allen, or rather Leung. This one is fired in deep on the wrong side of center, so this will be an icing call going against Djurgården. And we'll see some great examples of the good play of Riedborn tonight. That one right there was Lagesson pulling it off the line, and then a couple of lucky bounces there for Riedborn. Keeps that one out of the net as well. Those two opportunities, kind of crazy bounces, came early on in the game when it was still 0-0. Face-off coming to the left of Riedborn. Leung able to win this one back along the end boards. Hogström will collect at the side of his own net. Lifting this one into the neutral ice, gloving it out of the air at center as Djurgården trying to work it back into the offensive zone. Patrick Lund, for whatever reason, decides to send it back into his own zone. And this one off the boards. Urbom controlling with time and space. Stretch pass up the ice is tipped by a lefty player into their own zone. Hughes coming hard against the boards there with Bergfors. As the lefty trying to work it back the other way through the neutral ice into the offensive zone. And just onside there was Wingerly as he does the splits to stay onside. Along the inboards, this one is collected now by Bergfors and played out to neutral ice. As Eriksson will fire this one in deep. Johnny Ordio from behind the net will play it to Berglund. Berglund now takes a heavy chop to the stick. Still controlling the puck as he tries to go all alone. And oh my goodness! And a shot right on and they score! Andreas Wingerly does a front flip and Oscar Moeller scores to bring it back within one. I want to see a replay of that as Andreas Wingerly just went head over heels. And Oscar Moeller has the left use some life with 11:14 to play here in the third period. Moeller gets his 5th of the playoffs, his 9th point. Where is Wingerly? Number 24, coming in the center of your screen. Yep, did a front flip. Gets right back up like nothing happened. Oh, not quite a front flip. He still had one leg on the ice, but still, head over heels for Andreas Wingerly, and then Oscar Moeller rips it home to give them their first of the game. Cuts the lead in half, and Skellefteå has some life here in the third period, and this is when Skellefteå is at their most dangerous after a goal. Just as we saw in game number 2, so Djurgården really need to be careful here because Skellefteå has a very consistent habit of scoring too quickly. As Djurgården working it back the other way. This one finds its way deep into the Skellefteå zone. Lindstrom in the corner. Lindstrom still controlling now. As Axel Johnson Fjallby in the corner, able to get it to Marcus Davidson, back to the line. Quick pass over to Hogström. Hogström lets the shot go. Ordio with the save. And now we've got some rough stuff after the whistle. It's Berglund and Jonathan Davidson. Both teams, though, have to be careful. I know emotions running high here in the playoffs, but you really don't want to take a stupid penalty after the whistle to put your team down, which could result in another goal. Face-off coming to the right of Ordio. Back to the line to Lagesson. Posler will try and play that one down low. Adam Pettersson able to play this one to Bud Holloway, but Posler trying to take it back. Pettersson able to recover along his own end boards as he tries to work it back the other way. Posler not making it easy for him. This one gets fed to the line, and now from neutral ice, this one will be played into the Djurgården zone. Djurgården starting out their own end. Patrick Lund through the neutral ice will fire this one right onto Johnny Ordio. Elects to play it to his defenseman as this one finds its way behind the Skellefteå net. And now working it back the other way is Jonathan Pudas. Pudas through the neutral ice into the offensive zone, making moves at the blue line, lets the shot go, hits a body out front, doesn't find its way on target. And now Johnson Fjallby through the neutral ice. We'll play this one in along the left side. Michael Allen, one of the goal scorers, will play this down low for Johnson Fjallby, who can't collect the puck in the corner. And now Emil Hughes with speed through the neutral ice into the offensive zone. He'll play this one in deep, pursues himself along the end boards. It's checked hard into the end boards, and now coming away with it is Jesper Olofsson. Olofsson playing this one down low, purposely wide. Emil Hughes along the half boards, trying to play this one up to the blue line, and now Johnson Fjallby back the other way. Sharp angle attempt wide of the net, all the way to the far corner. Michael Allen coming away with it, leaves there for Johansson. Johansson. And now this one will get fed in deep to Allen, who plays it back to Johansson. Johansson controlling now. And now coming away with it. Eriksson will kick it down deep. Berglund in the corner. And now back the other way, Johansson. Johansson trying to feather that one back door, but can't make good contact with it there as Eriksson look to regain that 2-goal lead for Djurgården. Still pressuring now as Nicholas Bergfors trying to settle down the bouncing puck is able to collect in the corner. Bergfors back to the line. Hultstrom will fire this one in deep all the way around the boards. Pinching down low is Hogstrom, who turns off the half boards. Nice little move there. And now back to the line to Pettersson. Pettersson finds the trailer one-time attempt. Hits a body out front as Philip Berglund sacrificing the body. As this one will be played in deep. Bergfors coming away with it along the end boards. Some great control here from Djurgården as this one gets played in deep. Emil Hughes trying to break this one up is able to come away with it as he'll play this one to the line or to the top of the circle, and now Soderlund out to neutral ice. Djurgården able to take it back, however, as Pettersson controlling now. Into the offensive zone, hustling to catch up with it is Patrick Lund. Taken off the puck, however, but Marcus Leung forces this along the inboards once again. Lund throwing a check as this puck is carried out by Oscar Moeller, and now he'll play it to Lindstrom. Lindstrom into the offensive zone, will play that one in deep. He gets taken out hard along the boards. Moeller with a heavy chop there. That could have been a slashing penalty. This one fed back to the line and all the way back into the Skellefteå zone. And now Lindstrom trying to hustle to catch up with this one. He won't, however, as this will be an icing call going against Skellefteå with 7:28 remaining here in the third frame. Here we see the backdoor pass from Linus Johansson. Looking for Eriksson, but good stick there from Sebastian Olsson, ties him up. Face-off coming to the left of Ordio. Lagesson controlling as he'll play this one in deep. Johnson Fjallby centering out front. Had to take that one off the skate. Johnson Fjallby with the shot right on. And Johnny Ordio with a nice shoulder save as Skellefteå try to work it back the other way. Fjallby trying to throw a check at the blue line, forces Skellefteå back into their own zone. Djurgården coming away with it as Lagesson will play this over to his defensive partner. Plays it back to Lagesson now. Up the ice to Johnson Fjallby as he'll feed that one into the far corner. Lindgren coming away with it. Now Jesper Olofsson controlling. Into the offensive zone, carrying behind the net. Hogstrom trying to poke the puck away from him. Takes him off the puck now as Hogstrom pokes that one up towards the line. However, not out. Now Olofsson down low. Tried to roof it, I guess, against Riedeborn. However, it comes off a stick and up and over the meshing, up and over the glass into the meshing for a stoppage. And we'll take a look now at some stats. Shots on goal 30-25 in favor of Djurgården. Missed shots 13-6 in favor of Skellefteå. Hit 17 apiece. Face-offs 28 apiece. Power play opportunities 4 for Skellefteå. 5 power play shots. 1 power play for Djurgården, generating 4 power play shots. However, neither team able to capitalize on the man advantage so far, as penalty killing has been perfect so far in this one. Both teams, of course, with 100% penalty killing. And I think both teams would like to stay out of the box for the rest of the game, as you really don't want to take a penalty here in the latter half of the third period in such a tight game. As we are just about set to resume here inside Skellefteå Kraft Arena. Face-off coming in the neutral ice. Marcus Davidson facing off against Adam Pettersson. Linesman backing up the pair on the far side. Now Skellefteå will work it back into the offensive zone. Nice little move there from Kadich. He'll dish over to the left side as this one can't clear the zone. Kadich with a good battle to hold this one in, or rather Jimmy Eriksson. And now right out front, Jesper Olofsson with the shot. That one's turned aside as Jimmy Eriksson will play this one down low. Bouncing puck collected by Marcus Davidson. He'll play it into the corner. And now Alexander Folk battling there against Jimmy Eriksson. Jonathan Davidson trying to come away with it as multiple bodies try to fish this one off the boards. Jonathan Davidson can't move it out. He'll hold up the stick, however, no call on the play. And now Jesper Olofsson at the top of the circle, now back to the line. Koska controlling, he'll let the shot go. That one hits a body out front. And now we've got a penalty upcoming here to Marcus Davidson. 5:52 to play here in the third period. Marcus Davidson will plead his case all the way to the box. Head coach Robert Olsen doesn't look too impressed with the call. Djurgården has been good on the power play on the penalty kill so far this evening, but this Skellefteå team can certainly make you pay on the man advantage, even though you might be good at the penalty kill. Face-off coming to the left of Djurgården. And this one will be sent all the way down the ice to start this penalty kill for Djurgården. So the right way to start it, at least for Djurgården. Philip Berglund controlling in his own zone. Back the other way now is Jonathan Putis. He'll play this one up along the left side. This one will get fired in all the way around the boards. Parl Lindholm in the corner. Now to Moller. Moller into the opposite corner. He'll go and get it himself. He'll play this one back to the line, and Skellefteå will get set up. Berglund over to Lindstrom. Joakim Lindstrom walks this down to the corner. Now back to Berglund at the line. Berglund over to Putis. Or other Moller with the shot right on. Big rebound out front. Now Berglund with the shot. Djurgården with a save. As this one is chopped to the line but not out. Philip Berglund hustling over. He's able to move it to Lindstrom. And this one will get fed down low. Alexander Urbom along his own end boards. Pinned there as Oscar Moller, Linus Lindstrom, and Parl Lindholm all there as Lindholm's able to come away with it but gives this one up. And Djurgården will send it the length of the ice and get some fresh penalty killers. Jonathan Putis controlling now. Behind his own net, he'll leave there and go for a change. Michael Koska now starting out of his own zone. Playing this one up to the neutral ice. This one will get flipped right onto Djurgården, who will glove that one down and hold on for a stoppage with 43 seconds remaining on the man advantage. 4:35 remaining here in the third period. And Djurgården with a couple of good saves in quick succession as he takes that one high. Off the shoulder, it looked like. We're going to see Philip Berglund. Best plus-minus so far in the playoffs. As Skellefteå has 3 players in the top 5. Or top 6, or yeah, top 5 for plus-minus. And now a timeout from Skellefteå. As Stefan Cloquer and Bert Robertson get a game plan together here for the troops. If you were unaware, Skellefteå is actually the only team in the SHL that doesn't technically have a head coach. Both Stefan Cloquer and Bert Robertson are just registered as the coach. Bit of an interesting fact for you there. 43 seconds to play on the 5-on-4 advantage. 4:35 remaining in the third period. Skellefteå down by 1 in game number 4. As Djurgården and Skellefteå, both with 2 players in the top 5 points during the playoffs, as this one will be slapped hard off the glass and all the way down the ice. .30 seconds remaining on the man advantage as Skellefteå work it back the other way. This one will be paid purposely off the end boards. However, Djurgården able to recover and send it the length of the ice. Johnny Ordio out of his net. Leaving there for his defenseman as Putis picks it up and heads back the other way. Up along the left side into the offensive zone now. This one will get fired in deep. Moller back to Berglund. Now down low. Trying to feed it back to Moller. Djurgården able to come away with it, however, as they'll work it back the other way. Back to 5-on-5 action as well as Johansson into the offensive zone. He's all alone as his team's in the midst of a change. Johansson working this one behind the net. Now coming away with it is Skellefteå as they'll work it back the other way. Parl Lindholm controlling at center as he turns back towards his own zone. Now playing this one. And look out. Up to Emil Hughes, who gets bumped off the puck by Holmstrom. As this one gets played out to the neutral ice, tipped into the offensive zone. No, it's not, as this will be an icing call and a face-off in the Djurgården end with 3:27 to play here in the third period. Poser returns to the bench as, of course, on icing calls, not allowed to make a change. Face-off coming to the right of Djurgården. One-time attempt blocked out front as Djurgården, my goodness, must have dozens of block shots in this game. As Axel Johnson-Fjallby plays that out to the, or into the Skellefteå zone, but work back the other way. Now Bud Holloway taking off the puck behind the net, and now Poser in the corner. Gets taken down. Loose stick in the corner there as well. As Leung is able to play this one to Lund, who will play it softly all the way back into the Skellefteå zone. Not enough for icing. Lindgren controlling now as he'll play this one off the end boards all the way across to Koska. As Skellefteå try to work this one out. Gustav Poser and Marcus Davidson have other plans, but Linus Lindstrom controlling in his own zone now. As this one is fed into the Djurgården zone. Battling in the corner here, or rather in the half, along the half boards, as this one gets worked back to the line. Quick cross-ice pass. Lets the shot go, and it finds its way in. A redirect out front, and Skellefteå tie it up at 2 with 2:23 to play here in the third period. It's Henrik Hedda out front, getting the redirect past Djurgården, and Skellefteå have tied things up. Great little redirect out front. No chance for Djurgården to make the save on that one. And Djurgården almost got a piece of it, actually. Face off at center as we get restarted. And now Holland firing that one over the boards, and so we'll have a face-off. Now it looked like that initial shot by Kadich was going wide, but Henrik Hedda with a great redirect ties things at 2. Holmstrom controlling now. Back to his defensive partner, who will play it back to him. Cross-ice pass as that one finds its way over the stick of Johansson. And now Putis taking it back. Jonathan Putis behind the net now. Putis still behind his own net. And so play this one to Alm, who will play it off the boards. And this one will find its way into the neutral ice. Coming away with it is Pedersen. He feeds this one up to center. Johan Alm takes it back. Now taken back by Gustav Poser, playing that one up to Lund, just out of his reach, however, but he's able to play it into the Skellefteå zone now. Poser hustling, can't catch up with it, as Johan Alm controlling in his own zone. Tip pass off the boards into the offensive zone with speed. No call on the play, as the Djurgården fans and Sebastian Olsson absolutely livid, as Djurgården, or Skellefteå fans, rather, as Emil Hughes will play this one to the corner. Andreas Wingerly behind the net now. Stretch pass up the ice, intercepted, but Skellefteå work it back in. Erbom taking it back to his defensive partner, who plays this one up the ice. And this is going to be an icing call going against Djurgården, as the Skellefteå fans continue to rain down a chorus of boos and jeers. Yep, I think they've got a bit of a case there, as you can see the head nod no from the referee. Not too sure how that goes uncalled, honestly. But either way, we'll remain 5-on-5 with 50 seconds left to play. There you see Holmstrom on the bench indicating dive. As Djurgården try to work it back the other way. Will we have a late game winner or will we have some overtime? And now that one's sent out front. Davidson taking a whack at it. Lets the shot go. And it's up and over the glass as Jonathan Davidson looking for his second late in the third period. And Johnny Ordio with a great blocker save. Linus Johansson controlling now behind the net. Centering out front. That one off the side of the net, collected by Riedewald. Cal Riedewald controlling now from back to the blue line. Lets the shot go. That one doesn't find its way on target. Michael Allen trying to take back possession as he'll feed this one down low for Johansson. Johansson lets it go to the corner, trying to poke it back to the line. Not able to, as the lefty will carry back the other way with 10 seconds to play into the offensive zone along the right side. Taken away from him, however, as Hultstrom. And is this an offside? No, it's a penalty upcoming here. Just 2 seconds to play here in the third frame. Or no, it's not a penalty. We will remain 5-on-5. We'll have some overtime in game number 4. As the lefty with 2 goals in the third frame to tie things up. Let's take a look now at some stats from that third frame. Shots on net 11-6 in favor of Skellefteå. Missed shots 3-0. Hits 4-3 in favor of Djurgården. So it was a bit of a less physical period in that one. Face-offs 11-9 in favor of Djurgården, and 3 power play opportunities for Skellefteå. 5 power play shots. However, Djurgården's penalty kill has been perfect all evening long. Taking a look now at full game stats through 3 periods of play. Shots on goal 31 apiece. Missed shots 14-6. Hits 18 apiece. Face-offs 34-30. Power play opportunities 5 for Skellefteå, 1 for Djurgården. 8 power play shots for Skellefteå, 4 for Djurgården. Both teams, however, with 100% penalty killing. As we are set to go here for overtime, Petterström facing off against Leung. And this one gets played back to Johanna Alma, will play this one up to Lindgren, who fires it down the ice. Hogström able to send it all the way back into the Skellefteå zone. No icing on the play. As this one played off the boards. Patrick Lund in the corner, taking a heavy check there. Young trying to catch up with it behind the net. Johan Alm coming away with it in the corner, however, is this one taken out of the air nicely there by Lindström. And I think they're going to whistle this one down on a high stick. Just 30 seconds elapsed here in the overtime frame. Face off in the Skellefteå zone. In the corner now as Skellefteå tries to work back the other way, but this one is sent out front. Can't collect as Lindholm will work it back the other way. Moeller off his skate, and Djurgården will fire this one right back onto Ordio. Big rebound off the blocker right to his player. As Lindholm works this one back into the offensive zone. Johansson coming away with it. And now Nielsen turning back will play this one over to Erbom. Erbom playing this one out to the neutral ice, and this will be an icing call going against Djurgården. With just 61 seconds elapsed here in the overtime frame. Face-off coming to the left of Riedewald. Pettersson facing off against Johansson. Pettersson able to win this one into the corner, and now coming away with it is Erbom as he'll play this one out to neutral ice. Kadich throwing this one over to Costco, who will play this one off the boards. Look out as that one is tipped into the Skellefteå bench, and we'll have a face-off in the neutral ice. At center now, this one is sent over to Kadich, who will fire this one in deep all the way around the boards. And now Davidson coming away with it in the corner. We'll send this one up to the line, but not out. Long shot right on. Reedborn able to easily steer that one aside. As this one finds its way out to center, no further. As Kadich will play it to Eriksson. Eriksson played overtime winner in game number 1. As Davidson takes his man down, he'll have to be able to take it back. That shot not on target as he fans on it. And now Davidson sending it back to Lagesson. Lagesson up to the blue line, and now Johnson Fjallby controlling. Sending this one out to neutral ice, and now tipped into the Skellefteå zone. As Berglund comes away with it. Philip Berglund playing this one up along the left side. Wingerly sending that one out front, tipped just wide. As this one finds its way back to the line to use, and now Djurgården coming away with it as Hogstrom plays it up to Bergfors. Bergfors into the offensive zone. They'll let that shot go right onto Ordio with the save, and Eriksson doing a good job to avoid colliding with Ordio there as he just dances around the goal. Ordio able to hold on for the stoppage, and we'll have a face-off coming to his left. Nicholas Bergfors leading all players with shots on goal in this game with 7. Linus Hultstrom, Jesper Olofsson, and Joakim Lindstrom all with 5. Face-off coming to the left of Ordio. One into the corner as Skellefteå try to work it back the other way. As this one finds its way into the Djurgården zone. Going away with it now. As Pedersen will play this one around the boards for Poser. Pedersen controlling now, playing this one to Hogstrom. Hogstrom cross-ice pass. Can't make contact with that one was Poser despite his best efforts as he dove for it, but this will be another icing call going against Djurgården, so this face-off will come all the way back into their zone. Kadich controlling to the half boards. Moeller with the turnaround shot. That one hits Hogstrom out front. And he'll play this one behind the net now. As Pedersen will throw this one up the boards. The lefty able to come away with it. Lindstrom with a nice little move. Joakim Lindstrom feathering that one out front as Lindstrom couldn't get a good shot away. My goodness, that would have been a beauty. Back to the line now as this shot finds its way wide of the net. Oscar Moeller hustling to catch up. He'll send it back to the line to Kadich. Kadich hard over to Koska. Koska with the long shot. Oh, look out. That hit somebody up high. And now that shot doesn't find its way on target. Looked like that hit Lindstrom actually in the helmet. Looks to be all right, however, as Moeller plays this one back to Koska. Koska over to Moeller with the one-time attempt. Reedborn with the nice right pad save. Kadich controlling. And now he's taken off the puck as Gustav Poser will try to work it back the other way. Cross-ice pass finds its target as Marcus Young stretching for that one. We'll play it to Ordio, who leaves that at the side of the net there for Kadich. Mark Kadich playing this one up the boards. Olofsson will play it out to center, but no further as Johansson turns it back the other way. And now collecting in his own zone. He'll try to turn it back the other direction. Olofsson through the neutral ice into the offensive zone. Jesper Olofsson with the shot hits a body out front. And now Johansson playing this one off the boards to Allen. Allen into the offensive zone. Finding the trailer from the slot, lets the shot go. That one wide. Big rebound off the end boards. And Allen controlling now. Centering out front, that shot off Ordio. Rebound opportunity sent wide. As Johansson in the corner. Johansson controlling. Back to the line now, Hultstrom. Long shot, doesn't find its way on target. Gloved out of the air and sent to the line, but not out. That shot doesn't find its way on target. Hits a body and deflects to the corner. And now taken down hard there is Johansson as he's on top of the puck, but it finds its way out to the half boards now. And now back to the line. One-time attempt on a bouncing puck as that one found its way through, and Ordio with the left pad save. And now Allen along the end boards, back down low from the corner as this one will get sent back to the line. Cross-ice pass doesn't find its intended target as Djurgården with some good pressure here in the overtime frame. At center, sent back into the Skellefteå zone. Djurgården offside though, have to touch up. And now back the other way along the left side. This one will get sent into the Djurgården zone. Hultstrom playing this one cross-ice. Lagesson back to Hultstrom. Hultstrom, stretch pass up the ice, gets deflected into the bench for a stoppage with 14:47 remaining here in the overtime frame. There you see Lindstrom, a couple beautiful little moves, and just can't get a good shot away. And that one does hit Lindstrom in the helmet. Seems to be all right, though, as the helmet did its job. This puck finds its way into the corner, sent to the line, and all the way back into the Djurgården zone. This will be an icing call going against Skellefteå. Face-off coming to the left of Ordio. Back to the line, and now Wingerly back the other way. Breakaway opportunity to send it 3-1 back to Stockholm, but a great save there by Riedeborn. And now back the other way, it's Djurgården as this one finds its way into the corner. This will be an icing call going against Djurgården. With a nice burst of speed, gets a stick whacked just before he lets the shot go. And so good play there from Hogström to force Wingley to not get the shot away that he wanted. Back to Koska. Katic with the one-time attempt. That one off a body and out of play, as this one will come outside the zone for a face-off in the neutral ice. Face off in the neutral ice. Young facing off against Petterström. Djurgården able to control. As this one will be sent off the boards, out to neutral ice, tipped into the offensive zone. Polzer will arrive at the puck first. He'll play this one around to the opposite corner for Leung, who plays it back to Nielsen. Nielsen back to Leung, who's pinned against the boards here. And now Skellefteå able to come away with it as Koska will play this one cross ice. Softly out to neutral ice. Hosler coming away with it. And now back the other way. Lund. Drop pass. That shot doesn't find its way on target. Henrik Hedda coming away with it as he'll play this one up the ice. And now Lindstrom. He's got Petterström out front with the shot and he scores. Pontus Petterström, the captain, finishes things off in overtime. Skellefteå with the 3-2 win and take a 3-1 series lead heading back to Stockholm for game number 5. And what a comeback performance from Skellefteå here this evening, down 2-0 heading into the third period. And just like game number 1, they force an overtime frame and finish it off in overtime as Pontus Petterström, the captain, takes the nice feed from Joakim Lindstrom and finishes it off with a beautifully placed one-timer over the left shoulder of Adam Riedeborn. What a shot, and what a bit of a heartbreaking loss for Djurgården, as they looked like they were poised to take a 2-0 win in that third period, but Skellefteå had different plans, and Pontus Petterström finishes it off in the overtime frame to give them the 3-2 victory. Let's take a look now at full game stats from this one. Shots on goal, both teams with a lot of shots on goal, and you know what? You got to give both goaltenders credit, as both Adam Riedeborn and Johnny Ordio played fantastic games between the pipes for their respective teams, both giving up 2 goals in 1 period. Ordio in the second, Djurgården in the third, and then unfortunately not a whole lot that Riedeborn could have done against that perfectly placed shot by Pontus Petterström as he beats him top corner. And Skellefteå come away with the 3-2 overtime win. Missed shots 17-7 in favor of Skellefteå, hits 21-20 in favor of Skellefteå, so it was a pretty physical game between these two teams, and expect that physicality to continue in game number 5, which of course will go in Stockholm on Wednesday evening. Faceoffs 36-39 in favor of Djurgården. 5 power play opportunities for Skellefteå, just the one for Djurgården, so Skellefteå doing a great job staying responsible and staying out of the box. However, Djurgården registering 4 shots on that man advantage. Skellefteå 8 shots on their 5 power play opportunities. And both teams with 100% penalty killing in this one.